What's going on, guys? So I wasn't actually gonna film today, but I got kind of an exciting email this morning. I've been weighing with my coach and stuff, and we decided that we're gonna do a refeed day today. 345 carb, 45 fat, and 175 grams of protein. So it's gonna be kind of exciting to not eat poverty carbs like the whole day. So we're gonna take you through this kind of like full day of eating on a refeed and show you what we're gonna work with on a refeed. One thing I gotta say about a refeed day before we get this like full day of eating rolling is refeed is not the same as a cheat day. Like, I'm not just gonna be eating really whatever I want, like going all like ice cream, and dang, I really miss ice cream, but like all foods like that. It's basically just to refill your glycogen stores that have been like pretty depleted over the last couple weeks. So it's really more of a quote unquote high carb day. That being said, I am gonna eat one of these Zone Perfect bars. I think it's 23 carb, 7 fat, and like 14 protein. It's gonna be kind of nice not having to delay my food. It is like 10:30 now, and normally I wouldn't eat until like 12:30, 1 o'clock, but so gonna eat this quick. I gotta go to class at like 12, so that's not bad. Get back and then I'll show you what I have for my first meal. Alright, back from class. If you thought I was gonna go through refeed today and not have my oatmeal, you'd be crazy. We got 60 grams of oats, 120 grams of pumpkin, 65 grams of banana, 65 grams of raspberries, 65 grams of blueberries in the whipped cream, and then we also got 3 rice cakes topped with peanut butter. Got to get a ton of carbs in before hitting the gym. I mean, it's gonna help like with a better pump and stuff, and just like it's gonna make me feel great. So I'm gonna eat this and then head to the gym. Sipping on my pre-workout. We also got Rice Krispie bar because it is refeed day, as well as we got pump product in here because if you didn't know, it is the 8th deadly sin to not take a pump product on a refeed day. We're gonna hit chest, shoulders, and triceps today, and I'll take you guys through that, so I'll see you when we get there. Okay, so warming up for chest, we'll go through 3 of my favorite things to do. First, we'll take this band that was magically set up here, got lucky, but come out here, warm up your rotator cuffs. I like going out to the side a little bit, like 5 to 10 reps, switch it up, go from bottom to hot, like low like this, do the same thing on the other arm. So normally I do that for like 10 to 12 reps, but I've already done it, so. All right, so the next thing, we moved this foam roller. We got a PVC pipe today, and one of the things, you just kind of lay back on it like this. The PVC pipe's kind of hard, but you take your arms, you come and you start to try to tuck them in. This really helps like open up your thoracic spine and stuff. The closer you move the knees, the harder it gets. And then you can take, these plates like this and just keep moving them in. You can kind of let your body just like sit on them, I guess, like sit in this position for like 30 seconds to a minute. It really helps open up the chest, the shoulders, the spine. So stay here for a little bit. And then after doing that, another thing I like to do, it's kind of like a dynamic warm-up, like your whole out here like stretches and twists in a different range of motion. So you take one palm, have it out like this, the other one flat, and then just lean to one side and twist, and like keep going back and forth, and really put the emphasis on like putting through like your fingertips. I guess like imagine like stretching out, but never let your feet move. Just stretch as far as you can while rotating. This really helps warm up the shoulders, warm up the chest, warm up the upper spine, which is like really important when benching or doing any sort of pressing movements, because well, how your body works is you want your ankles to be mobile, your knees to be stable, your hips to be mobile, your lower spine to be stable, and then you want your thoracic spine to be mobile, and a lot of people lack on that.
So especially with like the foam rolling stuff, it really just helps open up your spine. It'll make your pressing movements a lot stronger. That being said, we're gonna move into the first movement and we'll see you over there.
What's going on? I'm going to take you through this push day. It was pretty loud in the gym, so I just kind of want to talk to you guys, go through it. Normally I would barbell bench, but the bench were taken, so we're going to do our 5x5 with dumbbell bench, and we're basically just going to focus on moving the weight as if it were a barbell, but just coming really slow and controlled, kind of just working both sides, making sure that nothing's uneven. And then we're going to move on to incline dumbbell bench right here. We're going to work 3 sets of about 10, really focusing on, I keep my elbows out wider. Some people like to keep their elbows more tucked, but I feel like this, I have the mobility in my shoulders and stuff, so it helps me feel that contraction just a little more at the top of the movement. And you can see when I'm about to die out, I start taking the last rep really slow, just kind of stretch out that eccentric part of the motion. And then we're moving on to, we got dumbbell press, like shoulder press, and this gets pretty tough after doing the other pressing movements. But as you see, I don't come all the way down or really lock out all the way, as I found this is my favorite range of motion. But I also like to keep my elbows a little more tucked on this and just really control the weight down. As you can see on the last rep, I did the same thing as I did on the incline bench. We're moving pretty quick. We got this close grip variation. I don't know, I'm starting to really like this. You feel it a lot in your triceps. It's almost like a close grip bench press, but it also focuses a little more on like that inner and upper part of your chest. So I'm really enjoying that after my main pushing movements. But if you can't tell already, this is a pretty highly chest focused workout. But we are also hitting shoulders and triceps, and on this movement I move over to the lateral raise. I'm only doing 2 sets of 15 because currently I'm actually hitting side delts about 3 times a week, just to kind of increase the volume that I hit them at, like, or increase the frequency, like keep the volume I guess pretty similar, but they're kind of a weak point and I want to get my shoulders a little wider. Back to the chest, we got this fly variation. I really like coming from low to high, as it like targets my upper chest a little more. I mean, there technically is only one chest muscle, but those fibers in the upper chest really start getting engaged when you do the movement like this. And you can notice how I kind of like lean forward, like when they're fully stretched out, and then kind of move into the motion with my up, while still keeping my upper back tight, just really squeezing at the top, keeping the movement just nice, slow and controlled, getting every last rep out. And then for my tricep movement, I like to do a push down variation, and I like the ropes, as it allows me to really squeeze and get the triceps engaged at the bottom. And excuse me on my arm, I got somewhere on my drive home. Pretty embarrassing. I don't know if you can really tell, but yeah, it's pretty gross. But we're actually doing on the last set, so I usually do 3 sets of 12, and on the last set I like to do a drop set where you cut the weight in half, but you do this twice, so you basically do a double drop. As you guys are seeing in this video, it is my refeed day. Maybe I was getting a little greedy, just chasing a pretty big pump, but I do this quite often, and this is probably one of my favorite days of the week. My first push day, as I said, it's a high chest focus. I'm really lacking on my chest, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Screenshot right here if you want to do it yourself. All right, and we're back. We got our second big meal, I guess. I'll turn around and show you guys. So what we got is 100 grams of rice, 5 servings of egg whites with peppers, spinach, 2 servings of the stir-fry vegetables, and 2 ounces of chicken. Apparently, since I'm complete freaking rubbish at doing full day of eatings, I failed to mention at the beginning of the video once again that I will throw the macros up on the screen. So the macros for this meal, I'll throw them up now. Honestly, I am starving. It is like 5:30, 5:45. Sorry if I look a little sweaty. I just got done watching Cops, but I'm gonna eat this, probably watch some YouTube videos, and
I'll talk to you guys later. So I was just gonna eat and show you guys the next meal, but I kind of want to sit down and talk to you guys a little bit about the quote that I had at the beginning of the video. It was, "I'm a series of small victories and large defeats, and I'm amazed as any other that I've gotten there to here." And it's by Charles Bukowski. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram. If you don't, you should. That'd be cool. But I kind of posted a story that I was really questioning myself today, and I know it's a refeed and I should feel really good and stuff, and I do feel really good and my lift felt really good, but psychologically I don't feel that good. I see a lot of things and I feel like I'm not where I should be, or I'm far behind, and it's kind of stressing me out, and like school stressing me out and stuff. And I know a lot of you guys can relate. It's coming up on final season. Everybody starts getting a little stressed, and throw summer shredding on top of that, and I'm just kind of freaking out a little bit here and there. Like I said, I'm questioning myself, but here's my lesson or thing that kind of keeps me in check. I have little things I do each day. Like I wake up, or actually before I even wake up, the night before I'll make a list of all the things I'd like to accomplish tomorrow, or little victories as I like to call them. Like the first two things that are always on my list are, 1, weigh in, and 2, make my bed. And as weird as that sounds, by doing that and being able to check that off your list, it's kind of like you got, like I said, a mini victory for the day, and you start your day out strong, and it makes you not postpone doing other things, or you start with that winning mindset that, like, I've accomplished this goal, why can't I accomplish the next, and keep getting things done over and over. And I like to do small things like that throughout my day. And like today during cardio, I had 450 calories, and like every time I got to 100 calories, I'd be like, oh, I'm 1/4 of the way done when I'm at 100, and halfway done when I'm at 200, and just stuff like that. And also I want to talk about my friend Christopher Monosmith. He actually posted this on his Instagram last night, and it was his like 4-year transformation, talking about coming off an injury and stuff, and like where he is. And he's actually competing in summer shredding as well, and I think we're going to be in the same class. He talked about how he felt really bad at the time and he wanted to make a change, and by looking forward years and stuff, you're going to psych yourself out, and that's kind of where I was at. But then he goes on to talk about how by doing the small things every day and repeating them over and over and taking it one day at a time, that eventually you're going to reach your goal and you're going to be there in no time. I guess this is really a big thing right now. I am 11 weeks out, and that's still pretty far. Like, I've got a little under 3 months to go, but it is going to be hard. And like I said, psychologically, I'm kind of psyching myself out, but just things like this, I know that some of you guys are probably freaking out. Maybe you guys are dieting too. As I said, a lot of you are probably college students, can relate. But just take the time and maybe make a list, or just find little things that you can do as victories in your day that will help you feel a lot better in the long run. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but trust me, by adding these things, you will start to feel better, and those big goals will soon be like right within reach, and you're just going to have to push that little extra bit to get there. But I promise they do add up, and the things you do day in and day out affect a lot more than what you might see, or you're not going to see changes in just your day to day, but then if you look back a week or a month or a year, you're going to be so much further than you were eventually. I just wanted to get that off my chest. I've kind of been feeling a little down lately, and I don't know, if any of you guys are going through something similar, just know that there are things you can do to help you and to stay on track. And yeah, so this is kind of raw, I guess, like kind of got a little personal, but I'm going to finish eating my food since I'm super hungry, and then I'll probably see you guys for the next meal.
As you just saw, what we're rocking for the last meal, we got 6 ounces of cod, 2 servings of the stir-fry vegetables, and then those potatoes, I made them into like little bite things, kind of like, you know, French toast sticks in high school, and I guess all through grade school, you got those little side potatoes. Everybody knows those are the best things at lunch. Don't at me, like, best side ever. But I'm gonna eat this. It's like 9 o'clock now, so kind of getting late. I kind of want to finish the calories a little earlier, but we'll be back with the nightcap. I just said I'd see you on the nightcap, but like a freaking fool, I didn't say I'd tell you that I put the macros on the screen. I'll put them now, and then you'll see me for the nightcap. If I could give you guys a recipe and you knew how good this was, you would not judge me for what I am about to do. There you guys have it, the protein frosty. Got a little cinnamon on there, a bowl of sides over here. In there we got this puff rice, this sprinkled donut cereal, a little bit of this granola, and some Reese Poofs. Actually Reese's. If you say Reese's, you're probably a certified serial killer. Haha, so funny. Yeah, no, I didn't think so either. Alright, that's gonna do it for me. I put the cereal on the side because I like to kind of add it as I go. I don't want to throw it all on top. But I know what you're all thinking. Give me that recipe. What is that? But I cannot. I'll throw the macros on the screen. Probably piss some people off seeing how low calorie and low carb and stuff it is. But like I said, that's going to be it for me. If you liked it, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys in the next one.